Hello, I am Dave, and I'm here to watch other people conquer. Alright, welcome back everybody. Today we got a pretty exciting matchup. We have Team Drip versus Budge Bickers. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. This is the upper bracket, so the Scepter bracket. There it is. Boom. So this is UB3, which is just upper bracket 3, Team Drip versus Budge Bickers. So whoever loses this is not dropped from the tournament. They're just getting knocked down to the loser bracket. So pretty exciting stuff. And we'll see whoever can move on to UB5, it looks like. It's pretty exciting stuff. This is going to be a post-cast. These games were played on Thursday, so about 2 days ago. So just getting back to this, thankfully. I'm looking forward to it. I did hear that there is a bit of technical difficulties on someone. So I think they said game 1 might be a 4v5, it looks like. Someone's power went out, unfortunately. But we'll still watch all the games, make sure to get some good commentary and some pretty good, hopefully some good games. I will say Team Drip and Budge Bickers is probably two of the teams I know the least amount of. The least of, however you pronounce that. So I don't know much about both of these teams, so kind of going into this blind. So very, very excited. All right, looks like we have 2 showings here. I will start with this one, and then we'll go from there if it doesn't seem like there is one. So let's get into it. Well, we gotta wait for the download. So yeah, new patch has been out for a few weeks, so hopefully by this time people are more acclimated to it, so hopefully have a good idea of what they're doing. I kind of have an idea of general bans to expect, but overall, who knows? Let me make sure this is free camera. There we go. All right, into it. I don't remember if I've ever cast for either of these guys, so pretty exciting. Immediate start with a Phoenix ban. I would assume that that is a targeted ban, because I don't think anyone bans Phoenix first.
5 seconds.
Could be seeing some Rubik bans. Could be seeing some Spirit Breaker bans. There's a Legion ban. These got to be targeted. A Doom ban as well.
All right, Dyer gets the
Straight into the DP. These guys know what they're doing. They know what they want. Or, or they know what they don't want to be up against. So, very excited. Yeah, I'm looking at these names. I think I've heard of Hedge Fund Manager. Yeah, I don't think I've cast for either of them, so I don't know these teams very well. A Huskar ban coming out. Okay, interesting.
We're 10 seconds out. Plenty of time to tell an announcer.
I think I've seen Lion as a support being picked a lot. Lion and Shaman seem to be doing pretty good right now, at least at the level I'm at. So that could change. You know, these guys are a bit higher, so hopefully you get to see some pretty good plays and some pretty strong heroes. We got a Bane, a Bane. God damn it. I just started. I can't start getting tongue twisted. Okay, one more ban coming out. We'll see who we get here. It's going to be a Disruptor ban. Ooh, I hate playing against a Disruptor, so I can totally understand that. And the first pick is a Tidehunter, coming out with the first pick, Tidehunter. Knowing how strong this hero is right now, not surprised to see somebody picking that up in that first position. That kind of just, you know, opens up a lot of the picks for Budge Bickers here. Right, having a strong showing of saying, hey, we're going to pick our tank, we're going to pick our 3, and, you know, good luck. So very, very happy to see that. You can counter Tide uh, pretty well, you know, depending on who you decide to put safe lane. But, I mean, yeah, Tide's just a very annoying hero. Whether you counter him or not, he still is a strong pause 3 for that initiation or counter initiation. Sets up a lot of good team composition already. So I wonder if they're going to be leaning into this Ravage. And it's going to be countered immediately by the Hoodwink. Alright, I haven't seen a Hoodwink in a minute. But Budge Bickers wasting no time with a Ursa and Lifestealer ban, putting the pressure right back on the team Drip here. But I like this Hoodwink, right? You get a break on that Sharpshooter, so messes up Tide. And then also just a solid hero for escape and evading and pushing waves.
5 seconds.
I would say I usually see Hoodwink 4, but I guess you could put her in a few different positions, depending on who's playing her. There comes the Shaman ban. Alrighty. Are we looking for another support pick here?
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
I have no idea what to expect. It's like playing the lotto. What are we gonna get? I'm excited. That was better than playing the lotto. Oh, it's gonna be the Venomancer. Okay. 2 heroes pretty decent against Tidehunter. Right, Tide is not a very fast hero or a hero with good attack speed. So Veno just doubling down on that. It's going to be an Ogre Magi, though. Okay. We have 2 big strength heroes on the side of Budge Bickers. Gotta be careful not to set them up to be countered by like a Necro or an AA. So, Ogre is a very strong support. I've seen him flexed core before. But, yeah, he's hard to beat, right? He's a tanky boy who has really strong spells. It's hard to go wrong with him. The only thing I would say, Team Drip seems to be missing some stuns. I know... Oh, it's going to be a Coddle. This has to be a... it doesn't have to be, but I think I've seen Coddle mid more times than not. Could be Coddle support, but I think his kit works really well just for that magical burst damage. They do have the... What I was saying before is they do have the Bushwhack on Hoodwink, but that is an unreliable stun. So definitely want to make sure they don't get caught without any targeted stuns. It's definitely a issue that a lot of people tend to fall into.
Radiant's up.
And it's going to be a Slardar. There we go. There's the stuns coming in. Bash of the Deep and Slitherine Crush. Very strong. The armor reduction. So far, they don't have anyone who really gets good armor on Budge Bickers, so that Corrosive Haze is just going to do a lot more work here. They are, I will say, Team Drip seems to be lacking a bit of team fight. Right, the Budge Bickers is set up a bit better for any 5v5s that may come.
Dyer's turn to pick.
And we have a Alchemist. Okay. I like Alchemist. I'm bad at playing him, but I like him. I always love him when he's on my team so I can get a free scepter. I think that's kind of the go now, at least from what I've seen, is people tend to, you know, get a farming item and then like rush a scepter for someone on their team. So they get that extra gold gain, and then they kind of go into their carry build. But we'll see what they choose to do with this one. I do like it. It gives another targeted stun, you know, another tanky frontliner. Someone who can lay out a lot of damage. I do like it. And then we have a Medusa. Oh man, yeah, they Budge Bickers team fight is looking really strong at the moment. Banning out the Anti-Mage, correct choice when you pick a Dusa here. So we're looking for, I don't know, it could be a mid or a support for Budge Bickers, right? If they flex this Coddle mid, which I expect, I
10
would
seconds.
hope that it would be a Coddle mid here.
5 seconds.
And then probably looking for a mid for Team Drip. Who are they going to want up into this lineup? I mean, Life Stealer wouldn't be too bad, but he's banned out. Same thing with Ursa, getting those two heroes out that are decent against the Tide. Banning the Invoker and the Quap. So, I mean, Invoker would be great for Budge Bickers here, but, you know, especially if they're wanting to put Coddle mid, I don't know, it could be Coddle support. It could be Coddle support. It looks like they're banning mids on Team Drip as well. Storm for the catch, it makes sense. I'm still worried about Team Drip being too single targeted, although it's not terrible. All right, down to the last two picks. Are we going to see two mids here?
5 seconds.
All depends on this. I mean, they have a minute and 20 seconds, so they can take their time here. Really put in some thought to figure out what is the last piece of this. They have a really good team fight. So who's going to be the potential mid to bring it all together? Down to 45 seconds. I mean, I got nothing to comment on here. I think I've said everything on my mind. Just I'm imagining elevator music playing. Not that it's bad. Team has the time, they should use it. My brain's just running at extreme speed. Here we go, here we go. It's gonna be the Timber Saw. All right. I mean, Timber against Alchemist and Slaughter can feel pretty good, but interesting that they pick it into a Hoodwink Veno. I don't know, having multiple targets that Hoodwink just loves to sharpshoot is an interesting choice, although he does have his Timber Chain to get out of a few things.
5 seconds.
I mean, it's yeah, so this is a Coddle support. I've seen Timber mid a few times, but I'm intrigued. I'm definitely intrigued. I would not have expected a Timber pickup here. He is nice for taking those stats off of people, but I don't know. Veno usually likes to build Vessel as well, so with 3 big strength heroes, it seems like a Vessel would be pretty good this game. I'd be interested to see the rationality behind picking up a Timber. All right, down to 10 seconds. And we have a Hango. There we go. There's some good team fight, some good initiation, some great, pretty great damage. I love it. Let's look at these hats. We got that Aztec Veno looking pretty sharp. Is that a naked Coddle? Oh no. Oh, nice Alchemist. It's the Minotaur. Pango's got a set, which is dope. Oh, that's a nice Tide. It's a decent looking Ogre there. I like the Veno. The Timber looks dope. That's a dope looking Timber. I don't know, but that's a naked Coddle, man. That's a naked Coddle. So, just for that, I think Team Drip is going to take the hats. Well done, Team Drip. I do like that Hoodwink set as well. Looks pretty dope. So, sorry, this is me, by the way, if you even care. You're letting down your team, buddy. Gosh, some names you just gotta shorten up. Alright, let's get into the game. Looks like mid is going to be Super Beast versus Ape, or APE. I would assume Ape, but do not have the confirmation. Let's go. Dang, that's a good win to loss as Coddle 10-1. All right, and we're off. Looks like Juliet is picking up the pause one Dusa. Very excited to see late game. Got an early smoke coming out from Budge Bickers, but this might just be a team swap, as it's very common for both teams just to take the other side's jungle here. We got the hedge fund manager, hopefully not working at the moment, to pick up the carry alchemist. Yep, it's both teams just trading here. Nothing too exciting. Yeah, I think both sides have kind of sniffed it out already.
All right, everybody, 30 seconds.
Yeah, just innately having Greevil's Greed has been a really good change for Alchemist, honestly. Yeah, some of these names I'm looking at, like, how am I going to say these names? Do I just call Ogre Zero? I might do that, and please correct me if that is incorrect.
Thank God we're starting.
Alright, both teams just trading runes 2 for 2 into the laning stage. It'll be interesting to see this mid matchup. Oh, no, it's a mid tide. Oh, okay, that's a bit of a difference. Okay, offlane Timber. Alright. So Timber Coddle lane, no stuns, but some decent magical burst damage. Here's Hedge Fund Manager looking to TP, but there's an Ogre, doesn't have the Fire Blast. That could have been really bad for the manager there. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this mid matchup between a tied Pango goes. And then here we go, Slardar versus Dusa. I think once Slardar gets a few lanes, the Master Salty is going to have some pretty good fine lane, I think. Yeah, Dusa Coddle is a very common lane here. Ape missing the last hit, unfortunately. Some good damage coming out bottom already. This unstable concoction does a lot of damage level 1. Nice securing this range creep. Did Coddle get it? Nope, Coddle just missed it. Unfortunate. Honestly, I don't really... Whether they put Tide or Timber mid, I think they would have had a fine lane. Right? Having melee versus melee always helps the mid. And I would not want to be this hoodwink. That's just... You don't have the health pool to be able to take in those ignites. Yeah, man. They might have just thought that, you know, given chakra magic to Timber and just constantly bursting the elk with the Whirling Death. I was going to call it Chakram. It's Whirling Death. And then, yeah, but Pause 5 Veno is quite interesting, right? It's not a hero that really helps too much. Like, they are a strong laner, but they're not like, they don't have saves, right? So, if Alchemist gets in a bit of trouble, Bappo here is going to have to play pretty well in his positioning to be able to create that space for the Alchemist in lane. But yeah, these early levels is probably going to be pretty free for that Deuce there. Tide and wow, all of Budge Bickers sitting at the top right now. Getting some pretty good last hits here. Nice pull from the Coddle. Might just call you even care or care. Oh, courier kill. Nicely done, Ape. I'm going to count that as first blood for this. I love the first blood on couriers. I was wondering why he was positioning like that. Ooh, getting good damage on the Super Beast. There's the concoction to stun him, but I don't think that was full. Nice. Let's see that they got another pull from the Radiant side to get that extra damage on Timber. Very nice. Did anyone pick up the Lotuses? I'm sure they did. I just didn't see. Man, even ooh, here we go, going on the Zero, the Bushwhack, the stun, the Blood Grenade comes out. This is looking pretty tough for him. Are they going to be able to stay on top of him? There's the block from Juliet. Oh no, I missed it. I was looking top. Super Beast draws first blood on Bappo. Oh no. I mean, or yes, but I'm saying no that I missed it. No. Well played. Well played. Super Beast. Yeah, going into the Snake Bite, nothing into Venomous Gale yet, which is quite interesting. But yeah, just the combos from Master Salty and Rise can be pretty devastating here, so I'll have to keep a lookout for them attempting to go again. Rushing Mana Boots on the Tide always feels pretty good here. There's the Bushwhack onto Juliet, getting some extra damage. Nice bounce. But this creep wave is getting denied on the tower. Ignite comes out. Alrighty. Getting close to level 6 here on the mids. So I could totally see Papa Murph here rotating when he gets 6. Oh! Even Care takes down Hedge Fund Manager. Sorry guys, I can't keep missing them. Offlane, this offlane looking pretty strong at the moment here as well. Like I suspected, that magical burst damage might be just what they needed. Okay, coming up for the 6 minutes as well. Gonna look to see who gets the power rune. And here comes Even Care, looking to stack the triangle like a good support. I'd love to see it, especially when you have people who can take. Oh, going into Juliet, fighting over the Lotus. That's too much damage, and she falls immediately to Rise under the Bushwhack. Now Zera's the one in trouble, trying to run away, but here comes the Slytherin Crush into the kill. Master Salty and Rise taking one. Ooh, Ape uses Rolling Thunder onto Papa Murph, taking him out. Forcing Even Care to show up mid. But I think Super Beast is perfectly happy solo. Not really fearing anything. Doing a rush on the Vlads. I wonder if that's gonna, you know, usually like to see the Blink Dagger, but Vlad's is good stats and good regen for the Tide and his team. Gonna be rushing the defuse on the Pango. Makes a lot of sense. Oh, we're getting some really big stacks here. We got triple stacks in the triangle. Okay, both teams just trading the wisdoms. No contest. Yeah, this Tide is, I mean, if you look at the last hits, right, it's really close. 39 to about 30, 35 there. Juliet coming up with 32. So both teams have been doing pretty good on their last hits. Very close in this laning stage. Oh, the Gale come out onto even care, but they're going on a hedge fund manager with a whirling, the Chakram and whirling death. Getting him down really low, but gonna turn around with the concoction. Flies out, but the timber chain's gonna get him out of danger. Oh, they might actually find him here. Picked up some power treads, which is intriguing. I don't think I've seen many people go power treads on timber. Oh, did they catch him? There's the concoction, getting more damage. There's the chakram. He's going to pick it up with the whirling death before Hedge Fudge Manager and Bappo can take Super Beast out. Nicely done, Super Beast. That's just that burst damage Timber can do. Nice damage. Here comes the Bushwhack onto 0. Do they have the stuns? Getting the ensnare? Grasp, that's it. More damage. Gonna dive under tower with the crush, but forced to back out because here comes Papa Murph. It usually takes me a game to get to get names right, even for skills and spells. Nice, picking up 2 bounty runes on the Dire side for Master Salty.
Radiant scanning around for enemies.
Yeah, especially with doing 2 teams that I'm a bit unfamiliar with. Yeah, I said that right. It, you know, takes me a sec. Oh, just gonna miss the crush. I gotta say their names over and over again before I actually, you know, start to passively say them. Okay, they did pick up the... Actually, the Coddle put in the deep ward. Nice. Scout out that Elk if he goes to the jungle. Here comes Master Salty onto Juliet. Getting good stuns, but there's this Fire Blast and the Ignite to push him away. Oh, something going on bottom. No hedge fund manager, just manager, I should say that. And even care falls to Ape. But trying to pick up Bappo, but here comes the Rolling Thunder, getting the bounce right into Super Beast. This is a really tanky Timber, though, so I don't think he's going to be in any trouble here. Actually, he missed the Timber Chain. He might be in trouble. And Ape for the double kill, getting the Shield Crash Swashbuckle. That missing that Timber Chain was vital there. Manager opting to just rotate mid, hopefully to get some easier farm there. It's been a tough lane for him. But still sitting pretty happy with the last hits. Okay, it looks like we're gonna have the Vlads coming out. That's gonna help in these early team fights. Diffusal completed on Ape though. Yeah, but here comes Veno. I mean, this is what Veno does, right? Like, if you pick a Veno, Veno's gonna jungle, right? Like, oh, nope. Defu getting onto Murph, burning a lot of mana. There's the shield crash. Yeah, Murph is in no danger there, just losing mana, unfortunately. But yeah, they did pick a pretty greedy lineup on Team Drip here. Veno's gonna be farming jungle, Alk wants to be farming, getting these stacks, which is a big help. Diving under for Juliet, there's the stun, here comes the sharpshooter. The just misses with the Stone Gaze coming out, stunning to be able to get her away. That was incredibly close, gonna keep chasing, does not have blink yet. Got a TP coming in from the Coddle. Here comes the light, but the Bushwhack connects. Trying to find Master Salty here. There it comes. There's the burst, and there's the kill for Even Care. And there's a tip coming out. Wow. All right, but oh, Super Beast just absolutely bursts Manager, who came top for some reason. Bry's trying to TP out, but ooh, the Gorgon's Grasp is just gonna miss. Nicely done. Yeah. Chased a bit too deep there, boys. It looks like Papa Murph is just going to be taking the auras this game. He's going to be a big boy. Almost got the blink on Master Salty. That's going to be really nice. But yeah, it's like I suspect this is going to happen. Is that they just abandon bottom. They're like, Veno's going to sit there. It's going to be impossible to push into it. Working towards this Radiance. They still have the stacks, right? Yeah, they still have stacks here, so there's Super Beast to come take them. That is some good farm right there. Oh, might have a fight here. Here comes the smoke. There's the blink onto the Papa Murph. Just gonna miss even care, but here it comes with the bushwhack. There's the Ravage, though, stopping the roll. Here comes Zero for the stuns, but the roll completes anyway, just bashing even care to death. Trying to get out for Rise. I thought she was trying to go over the hill, but I missed it. Yeah, spicy tip. That was a spicy tip. Nicely done. Let's go ahead and look at the net worth. Dang, yeah, hedge fund manager still sitting at the top net worth, even though having a really rough lane here. Followed by Ape, who's been playing really well in this Pango so far. Veno TP's out, leaving Super Beast to be free and push bottom. But you can't forget about this Dusa. Dusa almost has Manta already. Complete free farm for most of this game already.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks.
Yeah, really the only person who's really burstable for the Slardar is this Caudle. So everyone else is pretty tanky.
Figured out where Radiant's top tower is.
Nice, making more stacks. This is what you want to see. If I was a core, I would love this. It's decent damage onto Murph. Getting that mana burn. No bushwhack yet. Okay, Bappo's got to be a bit careful not to get dove here. There's the jump onto 2. Getting Zero. The ult from Veno comes out. Zero might be in a bit of trouble here. Super Beast taking a lot of damage as well. Temper Chain's out, but Zero's just left to die under all this poison and water. Well played. Yeah, Veno is really good for taking care of that noxious plague. Gosh, like, I play Veno a lot. Why do I forget that? Falling back in, looking for a rise here, but Master Salty taking too much magical damage, falls to Murph's Gush. Just fish on fish action right there. Don't know if they'll be able to hold that tier 1 bottom. Once Juliet gets that Manta, her farm's going to increase substantially. Radiance completed on Manager. Yeah, going to be Russian Scepter. I would suspect putting that on Pango, but Pango or Slardar. Greaves almost completed on Papa Murph.
Okay, fine, you can look. It's kind of funny. Radiant's sturdy bottom tower was built to withstand, never mind, it's gone. Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a brick.
Okay, might be getting some action here. Here's the smoke. They're gonna find Papa Murph. There he is. There's the jump. There's the sharpshooter and bushwhack. There's the break. Ape coming in with a rolling thunder. He's caught on the stairs. This is gonna be bad for Papa Murph. Gets the Ravage off first, but falls. Here comes Super Beast, though, taking out Veno immediately. Bappo falls. Manager is on 0 with Ape in the back. That's so far a 2-for-1. Super Beast still chasing, gets the Chakram kill on the squirrel. I mean, if you have a guy that kills trees, he's not going to like squirrels. So far a 2-for-2. Probably favoring Team Drip here just a little bit more, taking out their mid. Oh, finding Ape under tower. There's the vessel doing a lot of damage. Not gonna have any follow-up after, though. Are we gonna get the tower deny? Yes, Ape denies the tower.
Top tower coming down. If you're a fan of Radiant's top tower, I shut my eyes right now.
Okay, this Pos 5 Ogre is still gonna go hand to Midas. You love to see it. Oh, manager might be in a bit of trouble here if they find him. Oh, there he is. There's the Timber Chain. Not going to connect, but still chasing. There's the Fire Blast with Ignite. And there, he gets his Rage off. But is this going to be enough with Murph coming in? Tries to do Concoction, but not enough. Murph just simply slaps him with an anchor. He's going to fall. I mean, if I got slapped in the face with an anchor, I'd probably die too. But Juliet gets Stone Gaze off and going to stun Ape in his roll. Here comes even Care to give mana. Are these rotations going to be enough? Bushwhack connects, rolling back in. Looking for another jump. There's the Swashbuckle. Ooh, that's 2 going down in the middle of Master Salty's Slither and Crush. Super Beast now the one in trouble. This is a 3v1. The Bushwhack and falls to Ape. Nicely done. These Slithering Crushes are doing a lot of good work here. Followed up with the Swashbuckle and Corrosive Haze is a lot of damage as well, so they're doing pretty happy here. Looks like Zero and Papa Murph is taking this time just to maybe take this tier 2 down. But here they come. They're rotating bottom. Ape's like, I'm going to cut him off. There's the smoke. TP out. Bye, Papa Murph. Are they going to find Zero here? They are not. With Manta completed, going to be rushing a Butterfly on Dusa. Fair. Like Scepter almost completed on Al. Could be interesting to see who he gives that to. Gonna find Papa Murph in the triangle. Here comes the TPs though. The anchor back with the Ravage. Here comes Super Beast doing a lot of damage. Master Salty's gonna fall to that Whirling Death. There's the chain back onto Ape. There's the Rolling Thunder. Gets it off, and this is gonna go right back in. Getting more damage, but going back for Zero into Roche Pit. What is gonna happen here? TP. Oh, gets it off. Nicely done. Consecrated wraps on the Timber, giving that magical barrier, or physical barrier and movement speed. Or is that, it's all barrier, right? I don't ever buy the item, so it's magical resistance, and then yeah, it gives movement speed, and then yeah. That's just all barrier damage. Yep, that's a really good item. Okay, Scepter should be completed. Yeah, who did he give Scepter to? He did. Ape with the Pango. Gonna find Juliet. Getting right on top of her for the setup. Here they come. There's the Crush. And with the Diffusal, there's just... that's just too much damage. Mage Slayer, Defu, and Corrosive Haze. Taking her down immediately. Alright, almost got Blink on this Tide. Ooh, even Care, you're in a lot of danger here. There's the Defu and the jump. Here comes the Concoction with the Acid Spray. And Ape does way too much damage. Oh, jumping onto Papa Murph under tower. The anchor comes out and catches him halfway through his sprint. Okay, yeah, they probably want to take these Ancients before Team Drip comes in. Okay, Juliet, a little annoyed with being picked off a few times top. Wants the safe farm. Almost got Blink Dagger on Manager. Very nice. Okay, almost got this Handamitis. I just don't think Handamitis is worth, like, in most cases, right? Especially since it doesn't give XP anymore. This is a rough Handamitis timing as well. Ooh, might have something happening here. Here comes Crush onto Zero, but gets the anchor right on top of him, stuck under tower, taking a lot of damage from Papa Murph, but here comes the rest of the team. Veno, Noxious Plague comes out, gonna miss the Bushwhack, but the Rolling Thunder doesn't care. That's the break from the Sharpshooter, and he falls to Rise and not 8. Gonna continue chasing Zero under tier 2s. Think better of it, and actually gonna get fined by Super Beast and stuck there. Actually gets the jump over the cliff. But multicast? Yeah, I guess. Ooh, Master Salting a lot of damage. There's the slow from the Coddle falling under Super Beast's Whirling Death. The Atos sticking him where he is, and the slows from the Veno. Can they catch any more? Nope. Solar Bind, that's what it's called. Yep. Gosh, like for some reason my Dota knowledge has just went absolutely out the window. Every single spell, I don't remember the name.
I'm not opposed to taking an occasional bounty.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated. You can look, it's kind of fun.
Blink Dagger completed on the Pango and the Alk. It's a lot of jump. Blink Dagger almost completed on the Tide, though. Butterfly coming on the Dusa really soon. Handamitis completed about 24 minutes. Very nice. And that is the Butterfly. That is huge for the Dusa. Looks like Team Drip is going to be setting up for this bottom tower. Manager working on a BKB. He's got to be careful, though, because here is Budge Bickers. He's in the hot spot. Gonna get the TP out, though. Sensing the danger. Very smart.
If Dire doesn't haul ass and help out that bottom tower, there's not going to be a tower left.
Force Staff on the Coddle, but it is in the backpack. Nice, okay. Got it out. Good timing on that. Zero farming right next to his carry. I mean, hey, if you're going to pick up Handamitis, you're not playing support Ogre, are you? Everyone's being greedy. Both lineups are very greedy, honestly. Greed versus greed. Alright, gonna be picking up a Basher, which is practically a secured Bash with this Swashbuckle and Scepter on Shield Crash. Setting up for Torm for that free shard. Very nice. With the Corrosive Haze, they should have plenty of damage for this. There he goes. Gonna go to Bappo for the Venomous Gale, creating 2 Plague Wards. That's always a fun one. Yeah, it's I don't suspect we're gonna see any tier 2 pushes, let alone tier 3 pushes anytime soon. Like, they could push top here, but I mean, both teams just want to farm, honestly. I think Ape wants to make plays with Pango because he's really strong, but not a very active team comp. Ooh, he could have a Roche. Very nice. Here we go. Budge Bickers gonna try to pick up a Roche. And then it looks like Team Drip is just gonna take that tier 2. Expecting some resistance here, but they don't know that Budge Bickers is doing Roche. Force Staff completed on the Ogre with a Lotus on the Timber. And there's Roshan. And they didn't push this tower soon enough, so this allows them to defend with Aegis now.
Dyer's top tower is really taking a beating.
Here comes the TP from Murph. Jumping right onto Master Salty again. The anchor. Is he going to be stuck here? There's the Crush trying to get this anchor off of him. There's the Ravage. The anchor's still on top of him. Master Salty just going to fall to this burst damage from Super Beast. Murph, manager in the back. Here comes the Murph. BKB TP out. I called manager Murph there for a second. Too many M's. Master Salty, Murph, manager. Can't be doing this to me, guys. Boppo. I like Boppo. Boppo's an easy, rememberable name. We'll be picking up the Glepnir on Hoodwink. Gosh, I miss when we had Maelstrom and Glepnir. Hoodwink just felt so good with it. Getting some tier 3s now. Some Unrelenting Eyes. Not liking all this slow. Perfectly understandable. Looking for another pick here. Ape picking up the Wisdom. Very nice. Alright. Here we go. They're gonna find Rise and Boppo in the trees. There comes the anchor. Rise is stuck under tier 2's anchor smash, but there comes the Noxious Plague, and Ape rolling right into the back. Getting right on top of the 3. Rise still in a lot of trouble, but Murph getting broken by the Hoodwink. There comes Stone Gaze back onto the hedge fund manager, but he's taking a lot of damage from all this magical stuff. Falls to Super Beast. Ape just doing damage to Juliet in the back, though. This Lotus Orb is doing work. Juliet in a lot of trouble, but Super Beast here to back her up. She does have Aegis still. Now Ape is the one who's going to fall to Juliet for a double kill, taking out the Aegis in the process. Here comes Even Care with the aggressive Force Staff, chasing Boppo and Rise behind tier 2s. There's the Timber Chain. There's the Whirling Death. Chakram comes out. Even Care picks it up with the Illuminate. Nice. Good team fight. 4 for 2. Budge Bickers. Well, technically 3 for 3. Or 4 for 3 because they did get Aegis. But definitely that Aegis was worthwhile there. And the tier 2 falls. Ooh, a gem pickup by Even Care. Excuse me. Yeah, as I suspected, the team fight on Budge Bickers is just a little stronger at the moment. Pretty close to getting Scotty on Dusa as well, which is going to help mess up Hedge Fund Manager. Dude, I'm just twisting my tongue so much today. I haven't did vocal warm-ups, and still messing it up. My mouth is letting me down. Alright, BKB completed on the Slardar. Very nice. Ooh, here we come, getting some good vision. There's the jump, the anchor, right on Master Salty. Gonna try to follow it up. They do have Red, but here's the roll. Get it right on. Ooh, Ape is stuck on the cliff with the Stone Gaze. Here comes the Ravage. Boppo in a lot of trouble. Even Care falls to the manager. But what's gonna go on? Double kill for the manager. Ape is gonna be backing up to reset. But the BKB, Master Salter back in, right on top of Julia. She's taking a lot of damage, surrounded by 3, has nowhere to go. Just tries to man fight, but not gonna be enough. Triple kill for the manager. Super Beast's gonna try to get out as he's the last one standing. That Lotus Orb just ends prematurely, and he's gonna fall. Ultra kill. Hedge fund manager. Jesus. Nicely done. That is the Alchemist coming in. Top of the net worth. Nicely done. That was a very exciting fight. Always love it when Pango gets stuck up on a cliff or something. This is probably going to be able to push tier 3s here. Potentially. But yeah, these BKBs being very strong here.
Dyer's middle tower is stone dead.
Oh no, that's a passive hand of Midas, Zero. Good, you used it. That always sucks when you have a passive hand of Midas. Getting close to the Shivas on Tidehunter. Man, they've messed with Shivas so much. Back down to a 1350 recipe. Gonna be picking up a Yule's on Slardar. Interesting. Does Yule's take Anchor off? I forget. Because it's undispellable, but some things that are undispellable get taken off by Yule's anyway, because it's, you know, Yule's. Guess we'll find out. Gonna be picking up Greaves on Bappo. That's gonna be nice. Oh, picking up a Disperser. Feels really good on Pango for sure. Scepter completed on the Timber. Gonna be giving him that reactive armor active. Yeah, I thought he was making another Scepter, but maybe he changed his mind. Yeah, it looks like he changed his mind. Going for a Bloodthorn. Nice. Here comes the smoke. They're gonna run into somebody. Who's gonna tank it? Who are they gonna find? Juliet. Gonna see, just barely gonna dodge the crush. The Bushwhack connects though. Gonna force a TP out. But yeah, they're just looking to get out. Shiva's completed on Murph. Gonna be taking up that pipe soon. Scotty completed on Dusa, picking up that Daedalus for that extra damage. She is starting to get pretty big. Getting closer to this late mid game, early late game. I mean, they still have to push high ground, right? They were able to pick up mid tier 2, but these high grounds are going to be the issue here. Master Salty looking for a pickup here. There's the Spirit Form. Gonna find Master Salty. There's the Crush. That's so much damage. There's the Glepnir gonna catch her. Ape is right on top. There's the Sharpshooter and falls immediately to that shield crash. That's a gem on the ground. Nice catch. There's the manager. Nice reaction on the blink out. That's going to be another tier 2 for Team Drip. Oh no, going Hex. Hex is a very nice item. Damn, that's a lot of gold on an elk.
If you're in the vicinity of Dyer's top tower, I'd put on a hard hat. That baby is coming down.
Roche is up. But this could be a much more interesting fight. Looks like Team Drip is well aware of what's happening here, but they have wards both ways. Oh, jumps in with the Crush, but not going to see it. The Ravage almost gets played, but nice cancel. Oh, that was really close. He was ready. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty big fight here. Both teams not wanting to give the other ages, but jumps in on Zero. There comes Ape with the DD. There's the Grasp, locking him down with the Glepnir Reflection onto Rise. But here comes the Rolling Thunder, taking Zero out with a big bash. Ape trying to get on super... but here's Juliet taking a hit from Sharpshooter Manager, but the Stone Gaze stunts up to BKB. The Ravage comes out. Bappo's in a lot of trouble. Falls to Juliet's Crossfire. There goes even Care down to Bappo in the back. The reflection again from Glepnir. Only 2 supports have gone down in both of these fights. Wow. For all that happened there, I expected more carnage. I hear they're looking. They see him. Here they go. He just used Slytherin Crush. It'll be up in 5 seconds, but there's the roar. They know they're in there. Here comes the jump. There's the Glepnir. There's the Bushwhack. Alright. I think they're just waiting for... Oh, there's the Pango. There is the Crash, but Master Salty's in the middle. The Yule's going to save him temporarily. Here comes the Manager inside, taking out Master Salty by Super Beast. Aegis is down. Ape snatches it. Up on top of Murph. Murph falls to the Manager right on top of Juliet, but Ape's taking a lot of damage. But Juliet's taking more. Ape gets out with 130 health. Ooh, but with Aegis as well, going to look to go back in. Here comes the chase. There's Manager right on top with a short stun, trying to find more, but the Fire Blast is going to slow him down. Ape is just taunting in the back with another Rolling Thunder. Zero's the one in trouble, though, with the Manager right on top of him. He's going to fall to Ape with the Shield Crash. Insane Anchor Smash on the Manager, looking to pick up with Papa Murph, but there comes the BKB. Ape is just going crazy. Even Care is looking very much in trouble in the back, forced to run back to base. Now Super Beast is left all alone here. Well, actually, Papa Murph is right next to him. Sorry, Super Beast. There we go. Now Papa Murph, you gotta be careful, my guy. That's a lot of mana burn. Yeah, that was a really good steal. Oh no, under tower Manager with the Sharpshooter. I think I saw Sharpshooter. Wicked sick for the Manager, taking out Murph. It's 100 seconds, no Murph. Was that a buyback? No. That was just a respawn. Let's take a quick look at buybacks. Nice. So yeah, no buyback. Yeah, that was a buyback on Papa Murph.
It was named, of course, after Jeff.
So yeah, this looks like a high ground push. Aegis still on this Bango. This Bango has been absolutely insane, dude. Still unable to push high ground, though. Ooh, picking up a Hex on the Ogre. That could change the game. Looks like Bloodthorn coming on Manager. Oh boy. That's going to be a lot of damage.
Hope Dyer's middle tower is insured. That thing is standing on its last brick.
Ooh, gonna find Juliet with a Glepnir. Bushwhack misses somehow. I guess that tree just doesn't exist. I think it was like right on the edge. And they have Aegis for 2 minutes, so I suspect they're gonna want to do something with it. Ooh, nice. Looks like we got Daedalus coming out on the Dusa. Trying to go Scepter of my Coddle. That's gonna help in these fights to get that Will-O-Wisp thingy-majig. Ooh, picking up a Swift Blink. Ooh, they're gonna find Zero in the back. That's so much damage. Ape just absolutely obliterates this Ogre.
I don't like it. No, I don't like it.
Ooh.
You can tell Dyer's middle tower is in trouble from
You know, I just realized that that name was divided by 0. Oh, check in. Trying to find Super Beast here. Gonna try TP out, but the Yule's cancels. No TP on the Super Beast. Gonna be able to get some decent damage, but Super Beast is stuck bottom, has no way to help top. As well as Juliet is bottom, but here comes the TP. Tier 3s are gonna fall with the banner. The creeps are not gonna fall. Oh, manager just hitting these racks. Trying to slow him down, but it doesn't matter. That's a ranged rack gone. Without that timber there, that was brutal. Good foothold now for Team Drip on the high ground of Budge Bickers. Ooh, Scepter completed on the Coddle. There it is. They're definitely looking to... I think what they need to do, right, is bait out the BKBs, bait out the Rolling Thunder, and get that Ravage followed by a Will-O-Wisp up. And have Juliet just hitting people. I think they can pull that off if they're high ground. Ooh, Ape is gonna go back for a Mjolnir into Daedalus? Or could be Revenant's Brooch, but I would assume Daedalus. Damn. It's gonna be a lot of damage on a Pango. With the Abyssal already, probably gonna replace Mage Slayer, I'd assume. After he replaces the bottle. Ooh, picking up Refresher on the Tide. That'll be huge. But can they hold out long enough to get it? Aegis is up. It's been up for a minute. Ooh, taking the Torn bottom. That's going to go to Divided by 0. Picking up that Fire Shield. Very nice. Oh. Here they come. There's Boppo. They're going to find Zero. Jump right on top of him with 2 stuns. And the Swashbuckle going to fall to Manager. There's Master Salty on to Juliet. Getting the Stone Gaze. Going to try to TP out, but there's the Yules for the cancel. Juliet's in a lot of trouble here with a 4v1. That's too much damage. Going to fall immediately. Double kill. No buyback on Juliet. That is really bad. Yep, needs 1,000 gold for buyback. That is not good. No Ogre, no Dusa. This is where you want to jump. Ooh, almost finding Papa Murph there. Alright, this is going to be the mid-racks finished. Baiting out the fortification. Papa Murph trying to cut the wave here. But they have creeps mid, so it's not really going to matter. This Manager is too big. Dusa still has 20 seconds left. So they're just going to happily take these racks out. Look at this Alchemist, dude. A lot of attack speed. Alright, that is Megas for Team Drip here.
If you're a fan of Radiant's top tower, I'd shut my eyes right now.
Oh, gonna be going Divine on the Dusa. Yeah, I did see your message there, Math Doer. I'll look at that once finish this first game. Okay, Mjolnir completed on the Hoodwink. Probably picking up Overwhelming on Ape. Oh, are they going to find someone bottom? Yeah, overwhelming blink. Oh, they're going to find Master Salty. Immediate ravage. There's the anchor with the Will-O-Wisp. Forces BKB out, but still hard to run away with that anchor on top of him. That is Ravage going to be down, but almost has the refresher, though. Good attempt. Force the BKB at least. Oh, gonna find Juliet again. There's the Stone Gaze, but the Yules to catch. Staying on top of her, but this time she has her team behind her. Here comes Master Salty onto Super Beast. Gonna activate that Scepter. Gonna find Zero in the back by Rise, and Ape just rolling on everything. The Hex, but oh, Manager finds Zero in the back. Gonna find Super Beast as well, and that's too much damage from the Bloodthorn. Does have buyback on Timber. But this is looking rough for Budge Bickers here. Hydra picked up by Pango. What? Why? Oh, gonna find Juliet immediately. There's the Bloodthorn. Can't even do anything. The Ravage comes out to try and help. The Yule's on the Master Salty. Headphone Manager actually taking a lot of damage. The Will-O-Wisp slowing down. There's the anchor onto Ape. Ape might be in a bit of trouble here, but Master Salty's in even more trouble as the vessel comes out. Who's gonna fall here? Gets the swashbuckle over the cliff. Super Beast unable to find Salty, Master Salty. Oh, that's a DD. Good defense. I didn't see them pick up Rise in the back. Getting up to 50 minutes here. Yeah, what's the point of Hydra's breath here? Like, is Ape just messing around? Like, it... Why would you buy that? Someone's gotta help me with that. Only works on ranged heroes, so what's the point? Is it because of miasma? Did he literally just do it for miasma? I mean, I guess. I think like a Daedalus would probably be... Yeah, right? Like, it has to be for the memes. They're so far ahead, they're just like, fuck it, I'll get this weird item. Most of its toolkit doesn't even work for me, but I'll get it. This will be the first Roche for Team Drip. Although they did steal the Aegis last time. This is the first time they're actually fighting Roche themselves. Ooh, Refresher Shard and Cheese. Yeah, I believe there's probably a deeper meaning for sure. Yeah, that refresher shard on him is gonna be pretty nice. That is going to be... Oh! Are they gonna find the courier here? This is the Divine Rapier. If Dusa can get this Divine Rapier, that might turn this fight around. But needs to get it first. Okay. Just reflections everywhere. Oh, jump from Manager onto the tier 4, taking it out. Here comes Ape hitting this Coddle. Oh, the Yules to dispel that explosion. There's the Ravage right on top of Ape. There's the double Ravage, getting Ape and Manager stuck. Ape's in a lot of trouble taking damage from this Dusa. Ape is gonna fall. Manager falls with Aegis. This damage is what we were looking for here. That double Ravage coming in clutch. Right on top of Head Manager. Gets the blink out. Gonna be okay. Dusa gets her Rapier. But Bappo this time is the one in trouble. Papa Murph staying right on top of him. But here comes Manager with the silence, but there's the Lotus to reflect that. The BKB comes out. Double kill by Juliet. Master Salty's in the middle. Triple kill. They gotta be careful though before it comes out because their Ancient is getting hit. Or tier 4s technically, but same thing. Tomato, tomato. Nice turnaround by Budge Bickers. That's the power of a divine rapier. Very nice. They do have buyback on Alk and Slardar. They need the creeps. Okay, tier 3 down. That's mid racks down. They're gonna go for bottom racks. Gonna try to even out these lanes here. Yeah, looks like they're saving buybacks for tier 4s. Doesn't have Scepter yet on the Dusa, so all that damage is only on one target.
Between you and me, maybe.
Oh, Caudle taking a lot of damage. Even care, my guy. You're getting pretty close. Okay, Smoke coming out. Looking for any pickoffs, but Budge Bickers is all the way out. Oh, picking up a Shiva's on Timber as well. Intriguing. Oh, he has gifted 2 Aghanims. Yep, Slardar has his Aghanims. Very nice. I'm going Shadow Blade on Dusa. I did not see that coming. Shadow Blade is quite interesting. Ravage back up with a refresher coming. That's what won them that fight there. Getting a double Ravage on top of that Pango and Alk. So with that back up, Team Drip has to be a little careful here. Going Hex on Caudle as well? Damn. Yeah, that's just hysterical to me. Ape getting his shard from the Tormentor. 55 minutes in, not bad. Alright, they might find a jump here. Here comes Master Salty. Jumps in. The Crush is just gonna miss.
We'll take that.
Looks like Divided by Zero is going to be going for a Moon Shard for Juliet. Nice. Hex completed on the Caudle. Yeah, they're holding out really well. Gonna have an hour-long game for the first one. Jeez. Brutal. Still got 2 minutes on Roshan before he might be up.
No, now what?
Yeah, it looks like they're just gonna wait for Roshan, possibly tier 5s. They know that they're in a bad position with Dusa having a Rapier here and 2 Ravages. Oh, here we go. They might find something here. Here's Master Salty right on top of Super Beast, and there's the jump. There's the Bloodthorn. Is he going to be able to get out? There's the chain out, but he's still stuck in the middle of all of them. He's going to fall to Ape. Rolling Thunder. Good jump. I mean, that's a dieback on Timber, it looks like. 115 seconds, no Timber. I mean, it's always surprising to me how much damage people can do with this, because, like, that's a Timber. And you just take a Timber pretty much from full HP down in, like, 10 seconds. Alright, no Timber. Here we go. Got 20 seconds on Rage. Alrighty, here we go. There's the jump on tier 4s. Just gonna kite out though. There's the Rage getting off, but that's a lot of damage. Holy crap. Look at that damage. Gonna be picking up Hex on Pango as well. Ooh. Oh, man, this Master Salty is just playing the kiting game. Trying to bait stuff out here. There's the roll. There's the jump onto Juliet. There's the Ravage coming out. The BKBs were hit. Juliet's in a lot of trouble under the Will-O-Wisp, but here comes the roll again. There's the second Ravage, stunning them, but now Ape's the one in trouble. Master Salty falls to the split shot. Ape is going to fall as well. Juliet's doing way too much damage protecting this Ancient. They're going to force Manager, Rise, and Bappo to kite out. But here we go. There's the Glepnir. Going back in, head from Manager, takes Juliet down. There's the buyback, picking up the Rapier to try and get out. Oh, Rapier steal. Damn. Oh, those are some big Plague Wards, too. Absolutely crazy. That is a Divine Rapier on the Alchemist. Oh, boy.
Regeneration. A soldier's fortune.
Oh, Timber, gotta look out, man. They have the damage to kill you. No Ape, though. There it goes. There's the Glepnir. There's the jump. The Bushwhack hits. There's the Concoction, stunning. There's the Bloodthorn, slowing him down. Is he any way to get through this? There's the break. The Timber Chain tries to get out, but the Slither and Crush cancels. Papa Murph coming in to try and help, but getting too much slow from that. The Bushwhack catches. There's the Glepnir. Zero trying to save him. But there's the Hex and the Reflection. That's a lot of pigs. Here comes a Manager with a ton of damage, but there's Dusa doing just as much damage because they bought another Rapier. But here comes Ape right on top of him, going back on Murph, doing a lot of damage, but into the Coddle. They're chasing this Murph, who's at third of his health. There's the Anchor slowing him down. Stone Gaze comes out. Rise is getting a lot of trouble. Will-O-Wisp is gonna catch, but Glimmer might just save him. No, gonna fall to this Juliet, who bought a second Rapier. They are holding out, folks. Roche is back up, gonna fall pretty quickly. And we're at tier 5s. That's a tier 5 Conjurer's Catalyst. Damn. Oh, there's a fish on the ground. Tide, the fish. You don't see the fish. Tier 5 items. Oh, that's a good one on the Slardar. And we have a Divine Regalia evolved on the Alchemist. Oh my god. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. With Stygian too. Golly Moses. Oh, Witch's Bane. Oh yeah, I forgot that item. Such a good item. On a 40-second cooldown, but dispelling all enemies and allies in a 300 radius is crazy.
You
Oh boy. They gotta try to get tier 5s on Budge Bickers. It is hard to come out, but they gotta try to get them. And another Witch Bane on the Hoodwink. There's another Scepter. Put it on Venno. Ooh, nice. That's gonna be a good one. Yeah, putting the Aegis on the Pango. Still has the Refresher Shard. Has yet to be able to use it. Okay, they pointed it out. Nice. All right. What are we looking for here? Here's Coddle trying to get these tier 5s. Okay, they're looking for a jump. Oh, there's Master Salty in the back, but getting good damage. There's a reflection. But they're also going to find Papa Murph. There's one Ravage down. Doesn't have the other one. Or was that a double Ravage? Looks like a double Ravage. Well, no Ravage, no Refresher. That's pretty big. Even Care almost has a tier 5. Master Salty trying to do some kiting in and out. Played really well with that. Baiting out a lot of stuff. Not going to be able to get the jump that time. Coddle's so close to tier 5. Yeah. Ooh, Fallen Sky. Feverish Fallen Sky. For the Coddle. Very nice. Alright. Oh, does Hoodwink? Yeah, Hoodwink has a Scepter now. Damn. That's all Scepters. Oh, there's the jump. Juliet doing a lot of damage, but there's the roll. Onto a few. No Ravage. Headphone Manager right in there, but taking a lot of damage. Juliet takes him down first with the BKB. He's going to fall anyway. Both carries are down. Papa Murph doing a good damage to Master Salty. But here comes Ape with the damage, and there's the Refresher. That's 2 down. Tide and Dusa down. No buybacks. Ape going right there into the middle. But there's Zero falling to Master Salty. And Super Beast falls to Rise as well. This looks like it's going to be GG. GG's called. Well played. Team Drip takes the first game. JJ. Nicely done. Yep, that was a long one. Should have seen that coming. Both drafts were pretty greedy. Very nice, very nice. So Team Drip is one down. So if they win the next one, then they move on and Budge Bickers falls to the loser bracket. But hey, we'll get into game 2 in here just a minute, but let's take a short break. You know, get up, stretch, use the bathroom. That's what I'm going to do. And I will be back in just about 5-ish minutes. Alrighty. Alrighty, I'm back. Ta-da! So we are back with Team Drip versus Budge Bickers. Gonna be getting into game 2. I did just read your first message there, Math Doer, and I don't know what to say. Is that that's gotta be like sarcasm, right? That's a joke? That didn't actually happen? I hope so. But alright. Getting into the game 2. Let's go ahead. Game 2. Oh, is there okay, so probably here then. If game 2's not working, yep. Now I'm confused. So, yeah. Alright, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just check. Is she... Okay, yep, there's only one on that. I'm blocking it with my hand. And, okay, so it's this one. So it looks like they just separated them. All right, into game 2. Quick reminder,
All right, Dyer gets to ban.
this is Team Drip with 1 win
Dyer gets to ban.
going into game 2. Immediate Phoenix ban again. That's got to be targeted. That has got to be
10
targeted.
seconds. Radiant gets to ban.
There's the Huskar. The same 2 bans from the start. They do not want to see those heroes.
Radiant's up. Banning time. All right, Dyer gets to ban.
DP and Doom getting out of here as well. Very nice.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Expect to see about the same about the same amount of stuff. Same bans probably. Might be seeing some respect bans, like maybe a ban on Alchemist, or probably a ban on Pango, I hope.
Radiant gets to ban.
Ape played really well on that mid Pango.
10 seconds. We're starting in 5 seconds time. With or without you.
There's the ban on Bane again. So pretty much identical
10 seconds.
to the bans we saw last game.
5 seconds. Dyer's choice. Let's give him a second.
All right. Yeah, I believe those are the exact same bans. And they're going to pick up the Disruptor immediately. Hell yeah. Disruptor was one of the heroes banned last time. So picking him up this time for a support position, meaning Tide is still available.
10 seconds.
Okay, last time we saw a Hoodwink. I don't know if that was a comfort pick or just a counter pick to the Tide Hunter. So we could be seeing Rise on the Hoodwink again. Played pretty well. Always a strong hero to have on your team. Burning through a good amount of time here.
Dyer gets the ban.
And we have a pick of Spirit Breaker. There we go. Spirit Breaker is pretty strong at the moment. But again, the exact same bans. Lifestealer and Ursa out of the way immediately. They know what they don't want.
10 seconds left. Well, 8 now. Radiant's up.
And the ban on Morphling. Interesting. Maybe not wanting Morph to be able to morph into Spirit Breaker.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds.
All right, so I would assume that this is like the pause for Spirit Breaker. So looking for potentially the next support or the off lane. It's usually how people do their picks.
Dyer's turn to pick.
And it's going to be a Rainmaster. Okay. Intriguing. Rainmaster is a very versatile hero, although can be hard to pull off. Got to be able to land those spells.
10
Easy
seconds.
to mess up your team with the escape act if you cast it wrong.
5 seconds.
Also very easy to miss the whip or the Wheel of Wonder, but can have huge payoffs if you land them. And we're gonna see a Largo! What? I love it. We got a Largo. That's gonna be interesting. Right? Given some good AoE, depending on how you build him,
10
right?
seconds
I've
left.
seen core
Well,
builds, I've
8
seen
now.
support builds, and for the most part, you know, people
5
go heals, so like Greaves, Holy Locket,
Radiant's up.
Pipe potentially, and they're gonna pick up the Alchemist on Budge Bickers, not wanting Team Drip to take it again, opting to take it for themselves. So I could totally see an Alk giving Largo his scepter early.
10 seconds.
That might be what they're going for.
5 seconds. Radiant's up.
And we have Slardar again for Team Drip. So pause 4 Spirit Breaker, pause 5 Rainmaster, offlane Slardar. Slardar Spirit Breaker seems like a pretty good combination at the moment.
10 seconds. Just long enough to regret every choice you've made if you hurry. 5 seconds.
All right, what are we looking for here? Team Drip has burned through a lot of their time, but that's okay. They'll probably pick their carry here. So what are they looking to run?
Dyer's choice.
And we have
Half
a
a second.
Luna. I like it. I don't see too much Luna I haven't seen too much Luna lately, but very strong carry, high magical damage output, but also high physical damage output. Really good at farming jungle.
We're 10 seconds
I
out.
think she's one
Only
of the
time
few
to tell an
carries who
announcer you
could
love 'em
keep
if
pace
that's
with
what's
an
in your heart.
alchemist for the most part.
5 seconds.
Of course, no one, like, you know, for if both have free farm, no one's going to outpace an alchemist, but definitely a hero that can farm very quickly. So we'll see how they do. Very nice, very nice.
Dyer gets the
And
ban.
we have a bristleback. All right. They have some pretty beefy boys again. Quite a few strength heroes. So, I mean, hey, we could see a Timbersaw mid on Team Drip.
10 seconds left. Well, Radiant's up.
There's the
Banning time.
Quap ban. I mean, again, Pango is still available. So, unless they want to get Pangoed again, they're going to have to ban him.
All right, Dyer gets the ban.
There's the Sniper ban. Recognizing the front line from Budge Bickers, not wanting a strong back line.
Radiant gets the ban.
And the ban on Invoker again. I wonder if Ape is a Invoker player. Potentially. He's a great hero.
Ten seconds. 5 seconds. All right, Dyer's turn.
And there's the ban on Storm. Yeah, the bans have been very similar to last game. Alright, looking for both mid picks.
We're 10 seconds out. Plenty of time to tell an announcer you love them if that's what's in your heart. 5 seconds.
I have no idea on who to expect here. No clue. I mean, yeah, Pango's still available, so that's, you know, just because he was played last game. That's kind of who my sights are on here. Down to 10s out. There it is. It's gonna be a Kunkka. Very nice. I like it. Gives some high magical cleave damage, or high physical cleave damage, and big AoE magical damage. There we go. And pretty tanky too. That's 3 strength heroes. So yeah, we could. I mean, honestly, we could see like a mid AA for all I know. All right, Timber. We could see. I mean, Huskar's banned. But yeah, there's some options here. They have a lot of frontline, right? They have 1 backliner, so you could see a Necro. It's gonna be the Timber. Hey, I love it when I'm right. Okay, we got a Timber. Oh, that Luna's looking nice. Marine Master doesn't have too many sets out, so that's understandable. So I'd say Marine Master and Largo just cancel each other out here. Oh my god, look at that Alk set. Haha. Super Beast looking great on the Bristleback. Ooh, we got that cool looking Disruptor mount. That's an awesome looking Timber as well. Ooh, damn, dude. Like, I'm inclined to give it to Team Drip again. The Kunkka looks pretty nice, but I think there's better Kunkka sets out there. I mean, Juliet is really carrying Budge Bickers with this Reindeer Alchemist. I love it. But overall, I do think Team Drip is going to take the hats once again. It is close, though. It would be unanimous if Bappo had a Remaster set, but very nice all around. Alright, let's get into game 2. Oh boy. Only a level 2 Largo. Largo's not an easy hero to pull off, so only being level 2 on him, we're going to have to keep a
All right, get ready.
close look on Even Care to see how he plays him. But here we go, smoke coming out from Team Drip. They are wrapping towards their triangle though. So are we going to get some an early fight here?
Breezy.
I want to see it. Here we go. Yeah, they're setting up. They're waiting. They're looking. I want to see some blood. Oh, they're not in the right spot though. They're set up here. But here comes Budge Bickers up the other hill. Oh boy. This is really close. Who's gonna see who?
30 seconds.
Have they seen? They've seen each other. There they are. Getting some hits on Zero. There's the dagger slowing him down. There's the crush, but here comes the concoction right onto Rise. Who's gonna fall here? Rise is taking a lot of damage, but Juliet is gonna fall to Master Salty's crush. Papa Murph now the one in trouble, guarded by 3 of them. Master Salty still looking to get another crush, but Ape takes down that one. That is 2 for the side of Team Drip. More damage coming out onto Super Beast as Bappo lands more daggers. Nice trade. And what is that? 3 for? Dang, that is 3 bounty runes as well for Team Drip. They're starting off strong. Kunka versus Timber. I think this favors Timber quite a bit here. Alright. Master Salty versus Juliet again. Master Salty happy with this Slardar. I think he's going to have an easier lane there versus the Alchemist, but we'll see. I think Luna's going to struggle a bit against BB here early. Artie's got that magic wand, though, for those charges. Oh, I don't have the last sets up. My bad. There we go. Like nothing ever happened. Trying to get this bottle on Ape as soon as possible. Taking some good damage, though, from Papa Murph. With that Tidebringer. Yeah, they need to get a pull off top so to pull that wave back. Hey, that's good. Getting 2 creeps only, that's going to deny those and hopefully push the wave back. Some trading going on bottom here. Manager is kind of in the middle of them. Gonna be okay though. Not too much damage coming out of that BB at the moment. Nice, got a bottle set up. Got bottle coming out for Kunka as well.
Radiant's courier has made one last run.
Oh, nice. Got a kill on the Luna's courier, but taking a lot of damage. Gonna have Lucent Beam up soon. The dagger's gonna connect. Oh, Lucent Beam just on the edge. Not gonna be able to get it off.
Absolutely not.
Nice kill on the courier. Lotus is getting picked up both by Rise and Bappo. Very nice. Those Lotuses are very important. Getting more stuns, but there's the stun on Juliet, but there's the charge. Juliet's in a lot of trouble. There's the glimpse back to try and save Juliet. The blood grenade comes out, slowing him down. Good save. Oh, there comes a water thingy-majig. Torrent. Yes. Hey, it's been a while since I've seen a Kunkka. I'm gonna forget what his spells are called.
You won't escape.
So it's gonna be interesting to see if Juliet goes the similar build as the Alk manager did last game. Opting to go for mana boots on this Timber as opposed to the power treads from the last one. Ooh, nice. Been hitting these daggers, getting good damage on Super Beast. Yeah, all these lanes, I mean, there's been some action, but it looks like most are pretty content on just trying to get their farm, trying to pressure, you know, people out of the lanes potentially, but I think manager's doing fine on Luna. Looks like Alk is doing pretty good. Getting some stacks. Very nice. Stacks are always good. Oh, I missed it. Masterfly takes down Julie at top. And that's like, I literally like recognized that something was going top and was about to move there. Yeah, I'm interested to see how Murph builds Kunkka, because you know you could usually do like the spell build or you could do like the right click build. Both are good. Oh, another courier kill. Manager, you gotta save your couriers, man. Yeah, I kind of figured. That's a really good combo you guys got going. Good to see you, Master Salty. Thanks for hopping in. Nice, a good scout by Bappo on these stacks. Blocking the camps as well. Big brain plays by Bappo. Very nice. And to set up for these 6-minute runes. This is a really good disciplined player right here. Oh, but Papa Merch is going to get it top and Rise with the charge. Following up, they have the Chakram. That's going to be a lot of damage, but here comes the Ghost Ship to try and save. There's the Torrent stunning on 2. There's the Whip. Is Papa Murph going to fall here? Falls to a bash. Nice pickup. Good rotation from 2 supports to secure that kill. Nicely done. I don't think I've seen a phylactery build on Bristle before. I guess that works on Goo, but huh, interesting. Yeah, I've not seen a phylactery build on Bristle, so look forward to it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you can build Perseverance into, like, Lotus or something, so... Oh, taking good damage from the Losing Beam. Bappo! Oh, 4 stacks. Almost going down. Rise getting the Wisdom. But here we go. The charge onto Divided by 0. There's the bash, so the Electromagnetic went off already. The Glimpse back, trying to save him. The Master Salty's still hot on his ass. Ooh, nice pickup. Now going right onto Juliet. Here comes Rise, the Blood Grenade. Are they going to be able to get a bash here? But, ooh, TP gets canceled by somebody. That's a double kill with the Slytherin Crush. Nicely done. Pretty free lane for a Slardar and Spirit Breaker there. And yeah, I'm really worried about this Largo. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was Papa Murph trying to TP. I didn't see who it was. I just saw the TP. So either way, it did get canceled, securing that Alchemist kill. Damn, our 6 already. given that corrosive haze, I would not want to be this disruptor.
Radiant's middle tower is hanging on by a brick.
Papa Murph picking up a regen rune. That's going to be pretty nice. Oh, Ape going down on Super Beast, but here comes the charge. Who's going to get the kill? Charge coming in. Oh, Chakram. Ape gets it. Here's a TP top. Master Salty's going to be against 4. There's the glimpse back with the concoction ready to go. Tries to run away, but there comes the stun. There's the pull back. There's the torrent. And all the damage. He's really tanky, though. Going to be able to run for a little longer, but here comes the ghost ship. Is it going to connect? It's not going to connect. Some of the Rise comes through the portal. There's the Thunder Strike. There's the pull back. Oh my gosh. Master Salty lives for so long. Juliet almost costing her life. Now Rise, the one, might be in a little bit of trouble getting picked up by Torrent here. There's the glimpse back. Caught in between the field and the frog stomps. There's the X mark. Going to pull him back, and that's going to be a kill for Even Care. Good turnaround for Budge Bickers.
I am not a betting man, unless it's basketball.
If the game's going a bit rough, just bring more people. That's usually the solution. Does leave Ape here pretty happy to farm mid. And no one has really pressured this manager. Happily farming on the Luna. I already got mass completed, so this jungling is going to be really quick. Man, yeah, it's almost like his name is Hedge Fund Manager. Makes sense. Alright, working towards this Radiance, but Juliet just having a really rough lane. Here comes the charge with the Corrosive Haze, chasing, going under tower. Are we going to get any TPs? There's the Bash, there's the Crush. Too much damage, the Glimpse back's not going to be enough, because Rise is going to pick it up, drops the Static Storm, but, I mean, that just doesn't help when you're getting bashed to death. Now, Divided by Zero is in trouble, gets that push back, but there's the Grenade and the Fear. Master Slide picks up another kill. I said Master Slide, not Master Salty. Bappo, the one in trouble, though, now. With the bash onto 2. But Papa Murph is going to pick Bappo up with a cleave. But, oh, there's another bash and a crush and another hit. Not a bash, but it would have sounded better. Nicely done. That's a 3-for-1. Definitely worth for Team Drip here. Okay, Super Beast is opting to turn into a Lotus, which makes complete sense. Team Drip doing really good at just controlling this mid game. Gonna be able to take mid here by Ape.
Dyer's middle tower is stone dead. A gift from the tempest of battle.
Damn, Blink completed already on Slardar. Pretty much an 11-minute Blink dagger timing. Insane. Okay, gonna be picking up an Orchid on the Kunkka. I do like that. Gonna shut down Timber or, you know, whoever he goes on. Very nice, very nice. Oh, Divided by Zero, be careful. There's an Ape right there. There's the Glimpse back. Gets the chain off in front of the Glimpse. So there's the Chakram. And that's just going to be a dead Divided by Zero to Whirling Death. Oh, nicely timed on that Timber chain. Oh, Manager manning up on Super Beast, but here comes Even Care. Is this going to be too much damage? Uses the wand, and there's the Eclipse. Gonna take out Bristleback. Double kill for Hedge Fund Manager on 45 health. Holy crap. What a play. Didn't know if that was going to be enough, but nicely done. Happy to take the double kill and go back to farming. Yeah. Always got to keep him honest, right? He's got treads, gotta switch to strength. Nah, living on the edge. It was all calculated. Had 45 HP left. Alright. Looks like we got the arcane boots coming for this disruptor. But definitely need some sort of survivability. Need like a glimmer or something. Ape gonna be finishing the Kaya Sange, then into Blink Dagger. A very aggressive build on Timber. You love to see it when you're this far ahead. Let's go ahead and switch to Net Worth. Oh yeah. Oh, Master Salty picks up another kill on Divided by Zero. Super Beast now getting chased down by Ape bottom. There's the chain. I honestly don't think this favors Ape here. I think he's in a bit of trouble. There's X. There's the Ghost Ship into Torrent. Gets pulled up and bashed to death by a ship. Ape goes down. But that is a double kill for Master Salty top on both supports. Great pickup by Papa Murph and Super Beast. That does open it, this bottom tower up to be taken, but here comes Master Salty, not wanting to give it up. The charge is coming across the map. There's the jump onto Papa Murph, but there's Super Beast right on top of him. It's a 1v2 at the moment, but here comes the rest of the team. Ape is here. There's X trying to get out. Super Beast, the wheel comes in, and there's the charge right on Papa Murph. It's going to fall to the wheel, and Rise takes Super Beast. Actually, wow, Ape got the Papa Murph. Very nice. Oh, Rise's courier gets killed. No. Or yes. Divided by Zero gets something out of that. Going Vessel on the Spirit Breaker. That's a very nice pickup against this Kunkka and Alchemist. And BB. Honestly, yeah, they have way too many strength heroes on Budge Bickers. I was worried about that. Draft there. Oh, got some stuff going bottom. Ape gets out of the Ghost Ship with the chain and gonna do some more harassment with that Chakram. But I don't know, this could be pretty bad if they get caught here by 4. Gonna be rushing a Scepter on Luna. Very cool. Oh, they're gonna find Super Beast and Divided by Zero in the back. There's the charge under tier 2s. They have Nether Strike. Doesn't need it. Master Salty takes the kill. Following up Super Beast, but there's the Nether Strike. Keeps getting canceled by the frogs. Oh no! Oh, Ape is in the back. Gets Orchided. Has no way to get out. Juliet picks up the kill with the concoction. Now Rise is the one in trouble. Can he get the Nether Strike onto Super Beast? Does, but doesn't have the damage to follow it up. And Super Beast is going to be A-okay. Master Salty forced to run through the river to get away. Nicely done. Good pickups. I'm sorry, that's...
If you're in the vicinity of Dyer's top tower, I'd put on a hard hat.
Yeah. That's going to be one of the funniest things I've ever seen. The Nether Strike in the middle of the Frog Stomp. Oh, oh no. Oh, Master Salty getting right on top of Super Beast, but has the Lotus Orb, and the Glimpse back is going to make sure that this Bristleback is fine.
Dyer is kicking sweet.
Oh, we got to charge out onto Super Beast. It's going to take a full business day to get there, but I don't think he's going to be going this deep. Rise, what are you doing, man? Okay, he cancels it. Oh yeah, does it? You mean like talking about like the Lotus Orb gives you reflection? Oh, TP out. Gonna be okay. Just a second off from hitting Kunkka there. Yeah, this your innate does the... Ah, I see, I see. Oh, nice. I didn't realize I had to put water under the haze. Very cool. I am not a Slardar player. He's pretty fun, but I just haven't played him enough. Very cool. I didn't realize that I gave a puddle under Corrosive Haze. Okay, here's Papa Murph surrounded by 2. There's the jump. There's the bash, the charge. Do we have a Slytherin Crush? But oh, Ape comes in, and with the burst damage, Whirling Death just chunks out of him. Divided by 0 now. Doesn't want to be there. Oh, Ape gets a double kill coming in. Now Super Beast the one in trouble with another strike right under the wheel. Triple kill for Ape. What an absolute menace. Juliet does have the Radiance completed now, but getting chased down by the manager here. With 3 down, manager's not really in trouble at the moment. But here comes a DD Largo. Are they going to try to go at manager here? Disruptor is up in 1 second, so could get a glimpse back. No TP. Unfortunate. Alright, I wonder if we're going to see the Ags on Spirit Breaker come out. Scepter almost completed on this Luna. Okay, are we going to see a Scepter on Alchemist for somebody, or are we just going to have a carry build? I do love a free Scepter, but I don't know if Juliet can afford to go it. Yeah, Papa Murph trying to pick up this Blade Mail. Ooh, there's a Holy Locket on the Largo. Definitely going a healing build. Picking up the Greaves. Once they're able to get that, these team fights are going to be a bit easier. Here comes Papa Murph with the X. There's Rise, the jump. There's the blink, the Nether Strike with the Vessel. Papa Murph's just going to fall immediately. Bappo picking up that one. Largo trying to run away in the back. Does not want to be there. Oh, Juliet's on top of Master Salty's on top of Juliet. Gets the kill with Slytherin Crush. Ooh, nice. Good pickup. This Elk is having an extremely rough game here. Is going to go for a Scepter. I would assume either giving that to Kunkka or BB. I mean, or they could give it to Disruptor, which would be huge for Static Storm. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But this is going to be a tier 2 push, 14 drip. Luna's going to burn through these towers. Looks like they'll try to trade a tier 1, but they took the tower, and here they go. Bappo TPing in, followed by everybody, and the charge on Divided by 0. There's the glimpse back, but doesn't matter because Master Salty and Rise is right on top of him with the Lotus Orb. Doesn't matter. Super Beast gonna try to get out, and does. Divided by 0. Sacrifices himself like a good support. Almost got the Glimmer Cape, so that'll be really good. Drums completed on Rise. They're gonna want to push this tier 2. Ooh, Papa Merch, there's the blink on the back with the crush and the bash and the Luna Beam, whatever it's called. Bappo gets the kill with the whip, and they're going on Super Beast now. There's the wheel right in front of him. Doesn't catch him somehow, but the Nether Strike's going to get reflected. The glimpse back. It's too much damage. Ape takes it with the chain. Team Drip is just absolutely destroying the game. Very nice. Yeah, I think this is kind of what I was worried about with the Largo. It's really hard to play with Largo if you don't have items on him. Right, I pause 4 Largo is really rough to pull off, I think. So looks like they're gonna go for Roshan. It would be pretty free here. Here's a charge bottom. Is it on anybody? Yeah, it's on the creep wave. Almost has the Scepter on Juliet, so we'll get to figure out who that goes on. There's the Shadow Blade on Spirit Breaker. Looks like gonna be picking up a Torm, actually. Yeah, I mean, Slardar just makes Torm so so easy with the Corrosive Haze. Oh, got the Scepter. Who'd it go on? Not a Kunkka. It was put on Largo. I would have been... I mean, it's a... Largo likes Scepter, so that's definitely going to help. So, allows him to play 2 Sons at once. And I think it increases the... yeah, it deals additional damage. Okay. I mean, that'll definitely help in these fights and help Largo get to a position that they can fight a whole lot easier. But I wonder if they Should have maybe done somebody different. I'm going to trust in the process, though.
Does not like Dyer's bottom tower, and it shows.
Now we're going to be getting that passive gold gain. So Juliet is going to be farming so much faster now.
Forget I said that. Their
But
bottom
is it
tower
going to be fast
is
enough
destroyed.
before Team Drip pushes high ground?
Dyer's historical bottom tower is destroyed.
It's always interesting to see Planar Pocket, too. It is a pretty weird spell.
Details I was given.
Oh, Master Salty in under tier 3s gets the X off. Might be in a bit of trouble. There's the ghost ship, but the torrent just misses, allowing Master Salty to get out of that precarious situation. Oh, we're going to be picking up the AC for more armor reduction. Yeah, Largo trying to farm up that Greaves here.
Hope Dyer's middle tower is insured. That thing is standing on its last brick.
I mean, I will say, Budge Bickers have been doing a pretty good job at splitting the map. Oh, gonna find Super Beast, the charge in. There's the Lotus. Oh. Nothing happening there. It looked like something might happen. Gonna be trying to pick up a Blink Dagger on this Alchemist.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks.
BKB almost on this Timber. That's gonna be good. Blade Mail complete on the Kunkka. Here comes the Roche. There's Corrosive Haze. Not the fastest Roche you've ever seen, but gonna be just fine. And Luna picks it up. It was moving bottom, but they got it just in time. Ooh, they might find somebody here. Divided by 0 gets found by Master Salty. There's no glimpse back. There it is, but Master Salty still gets the kill. And there comes Rise. Not going to have the vision for the planar Nether Strike, I mean. I was thinking of the Shard. Blink Dagger can be completed on Juliet. That's going to allow for the jumps that she needs. And here comes the high ground push. Scepter, BKB, Manta on this hedge fund manager. Alright. How are Budge Bickers going to defend this? Tier 3 almost down. There's the X. There's the Torrent. Slowing down this Luna. Oh, the jump by Master Salty is just gonna miss in the trees. But here comes where Luna really shines. Getting all this damage. That's gonna be 1 racks down. There's the pocket. That's gonna be both mid racks. Oh, there's the Eclipse right on the right on Kunkka. He's gonna fall, and so does Divided by 0. Papa Murph just getting absolutely destroyed by that Eclipse. But here it comes. Ooh, tries the Manta dodge. Good try, but BKB on Super Beast is gonna allow it to stand around in front of him. Manager's gonna fall. The buyback by Divided by 0 catches 2 in the Static Storm. Master Salty's right on top of Juliet. Who's going to fall here? Bappo falls to Super Beast. Master Salty forced to run away. Rise and the manager is coming back in for the Super Beast, but here's this Largo doing a lot for his team. Master Salty comes back in. He gets a kill on Super Beast, but now the Largo's caught between Rise and Ape. Oh. Damn, I didn't know how that was going to go. That looked pretty bad for Team Drip there for a second. Master Salty being able to escape was big. The buyback on Divided by 0 was very good as well. Looking to get a butterfly on the Luna. Very nice. Ooh, they might find Ape here. Nope, he's okay. Ooh, they're gonna find the wisdom. Bappo gets Dyer's wisdom. Oh. Master Salty's coming in. There's the disruptor jump immediately. That's not the Eclipse. No, that is the Eclipse. Not gonna hit anybody else, but good pickup on the disruptor. That's a dieback. 50 seconds. No divided by 0. The charge coming out on Papa Murph. Spirit Breaker does have the Shadow Blade, but going to cancel. All right. Oh, the jump by Ape right in. The X is going to get Papa Murph out. But the charge is coming through. There's Rise into the back line. The Orchid hits him, but he has Bulldoze on, so it's going to come off immediately. Manager happy just to hit these towers and make him fall. Here comes Juliet. Has BKB, though. So what's going to happen here? I think Rax is just going to fall to the manager. I mean, it's hard to, you know, go in on this team here. They need this Bristleback. Okay. I just completely forgot what I was gonna say. That's okay. I mean, we're into a similar position we were in last game, where Budge Bickers is just holding high ground. Oh, here comes Super Beast. There's the charge with the reflection, but doesn't really matter. Headfund Manager BKBs and mans up. Here comes the Ghost Ship and the charge into the Spirit, or into the BB from the Spirit Breaker. Glimpse back. Oh, the jump by Master Salty onto Papa Murph. There's the Eclipse, and the wheel comes out. That's going to be a lot of damage, but Super Beast tanks most of it in the BKB. Juliet BKBs as well, and Rage. There's so much going on. Master Salty gets caught by a Glimpse, I believe. Ape. No, there's the Glimpse. It must have been an X, but the BKB by Ape. Very nice. Going to be able to get away. They're going to chase, actually. They still have Static Storm, so potentially looking for a glimpse. Nice high ground defense.
Radiant's scanning around for enemies with their odd-looking, bulging eyes. Ugh, I'm sorry, it's just creepy.
They need to protect that last Rax at all costs. Almost got the Silver's Edge for this BB. That break is going to be pretty big. Butterfly completed on the Luna. Going to be going Satanic. Say a pretty common Luna build. Gonna stop the Glimmer and go for a Force Staff on the Disruptor, which is intriguing. Glimmer completed on the Largo. Oh, the charge onto Juliet. They see her. Here comes Rise. There's the hit. And there's the Nether Strike. Gets the Rage off, so gonna be okay. But here comes Master Salty with the Bash. Gonna BKB. Ooh, there's the Planar Pocket. There's the Bash and Apes on top of him as well. Body blocking. There's the charge, and Rise gets Juliet. No buyback for 50 seconds. I mean, playing against a Spirit Breaker is just so annoying. So nicely done. Oh, there's a DD. They're not going to see it. So, but this is probably going to be a high ground push because there is no Alchemist. Here we go. Master Salty up the high ground, putting the puddle down. Does have BKB, so does Ape. There's the Static Storm. There's the BKB, but the Ghost Ship connects. The wheel comes out. Super Beast is disconnected from his team, using the BKB to just tank that Eclipse. Ape now taking a decent amount of damage. Here it comes. There's the X, and then glimpse back on the manager. Ape's taking a lot of damage. Ooh, but Papa Murph in the back falls to Master Salty's armor reduction. Divided by Zero gets Nether Strike into the back. Ooh, Master Salty gets a double kill as well, manning up on Super Beast. But there's Juliet in the back. Doesn't have BKB and falls to Ape. That's huge. No buybacks on the side of Team Drip. 3 versus 2. Or 5 versus 2. I was thinking 3 down. It's like 3 of them are down, 2 are up. I said it wrong. Nice. Ooh, GG's called. GG is called. GG. Nicely done. So, Team Drip wins the second game as well. I thought I saw someone saying something about some disconnects happening. Did I miss a game? Oh, I guess I did. Ah. Ah, I see, I see. Honestly, I didn't even fucking realize that. Oh no. Yeah, that's rough. Honestly, like, I see what happened. I came in this and I saw Team Drip and Budge Bickers on the same side, and then they're swapped on this one. Yeah, I'm sorry. I completely missed the first game. I didn't realize. So sorry. All right. Well, that does mean that I'll look at this real quick. That does mean that Team Drip is going on for the upper bracket, and Budge Bickers is knocked back down to the loser bracket. They did win the first game, apparently. Again, I am sorry. That just that got mixed up in my head. I completely missed that this was the first one. So, well played. Looks like yeah, it looks like it's a pretty close game, even though you guys were down somebody. But not bad. But yeah, I mean, I'm sorry I kind of messed that up, but I did get the winner for this matchup. So congratulations to Team Drip. You guys are moving on. Budge Bickers, I mean, you played really well, guys. Overall, both teams played really well. Great fight. Excited to see what comes into the future. So very well played. Happy to cast. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't see any more casts at the moment, but I'm sure they'll come in as the week goes by. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, Master Salty. I appreciate it, man. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.